Hey, there it is. Cool. Alright, so I am doing a Sea of Thieves stream today because I had a bit of a quarrel with the support team. And by that I mean I put a support ticket in nothing big. So I, like some other folks, purchased Battletoads on Steam because there was a promotion that said, hey, if you buy Battletoads and you play the first act, you get the Battletoads ship set in Sea of Thieves for free. And I was all up and down about that because I like Battletoads. I had some nostalgia for it. And honestly, playing the game, it's not really that bad. Like, it's not going to be some people's cup of tea. And it does seem like the quality of a Flash game. At some points. I'm going to put quotations on that. At some points. The game functions and it plays. It's Battletoads, you know? I mean, what do you want from it? It's a beat 'em up game. You go. Honestly, the background, the like 2.5D of it, which they had back in the old days. That's nothing new, but like, I don't know. I think it's a pretty good, competent video game that I'm totally fine having paid $10 for Battletoads. Not a bad price. Totally worth it. Honestly, they should probably lower it permanently to $15 and then on sale $5. And they'd sell a lot more, I think. Because it's not a bad game. It really isn't. It's not maybe as good as its olden days counterparts, but it's still a decent game. And I'm gonna play. I'm gonna try and play more of it. Okay. I'm gonna probably play more Battletoads, even though I don't have to. Even though that I had a problem and the problem got fixed. So basically, you play through the first act, right? Then you go into the game, like you get the achievement for doing it. You come into Battletoads. You come into Sea of Thieves, and lo and behold, you have rewards, right? So here's where the problem was. The problem was that you come into the game, right, having done this, and instead of the thing you expected to see, what's there instead is not there. And you scratch your head a little bit. You go back to Battletoads and you try again because some of the comments that I went through as much of it as I could to figure out if is there anything I can do to fix this, right? So answer no, not really. It's just random. It's just sometimes doesn't work. Is the answer I've come up with. And that doesn't really surprise me in this day and age where, like Cyberpunk, a game I'm going to be talking about here, that game was a huge mess and still is something of a mess. But yeah, I'm not surprised when things don't work. What I'm surprised by is when the developers are like, oh no, it works, you just did it wrong. Go back and do it again, they say. And it's just like, are you serious? Are you really telling me to do the thing I just did? I have screenshots of having done it. Oh shit. I have, every indication that I have done the thing that was asked of me, right? I posted screenshots of my achievements. I posted screenshots of me completing the act. I posted a screenshot showing that I for sure was definitely logged in with my Xbox Live account. Like, short of recording me playing Battletoads all the way through, I did everything. And they still felt the need to usher me towards their FAQ page of, hey, just play Battletoads Act 1, and if it doesn't work, just do it again. So, I'm all for giving them a chance. I'm all for, doing whatever I can to solve my own problem, because I'm part of an IT support desk. I know how that shit is. Honestly, I deal with it every day, and it's annoying. But, when you have every piece of information highlighting the fact that you've done anything and everything you can to solve your own problem, the people who have the power to just give you the thing should just give you the thing. Now, they probably had some stupid policy in place where a ticket had to have, you had to say, oh, well, you got to do this. And then I politely said, no, see, I did that already. And then my second response was that they were looking into it. And then the response immediately following that was, oh, hey, we've made a change to your account. Go ahead and log in. Let us know if you have any further problems. We're closing your ticket. And so here I am with the rewards that I was hoping to get, this lovely ship set. So there you go. Problem solved. And I want to thank those folks that have to deal with that shit on a daily basis, because, like I said, I'm in IT. I am a McDonald's drive-through employee of IT services. I take the people who have problems, and I don't really solve anything because I'm not authorized to do jack diddly, and then I push it off to people who might actually be able to do something. And I hate it. I absolutely hate it. I want to do the actual IT shit. But, I'm not trustworthy. I don't have the right bits of paper saying that I can do a thing. All that stupid crap. So, again, I want to thank the folks at Rare Support for dealing with me. Even though I was absolutely as polite as I could possibly be, I didn't swear or do anything rude to them because, I work in that same kind of stuff, and I know exactly how that feels. I know how it feels to have somebody say, well, fucking goddamn it, why couldn't you do the thing? Oh, and by the way, I'm not mad at you. That's the worst thing you could ever say to somebody in a service job, is I'm not mad at you. You are mad at me. You're screaming in my face. What do you think you're doing? You're not communicating that you're not mad at me. So stop saying it. Just be like, I'm actually mad at you and I'm sorry because I'm mad at you. And I don't like being mad at you, but I'm mad at you. Just say that, because that's truthful. You're telling the truth at that point. You're being like, I'm in a bad, shitty mood because of this, and you're dealing with the problem, and I'm thankful that you're not yelling back at me. That's what you could say. That's what you should say. And if you want to be really nice, you want to be really cool, just don't say anything. Give the people you're working with the relevant information and fuck off. That's all you need. All they need is your information that they pass along to the people that, like I said, have the authority or whatever to do their crap, and then the things get done. So, like I said, one more time, I very much appreciate the fine folks at Rare. Even though they will most likely never see this. But yes, please, thank you for giving me the things after I asked nicely a second time. Because yeah, I was a little mad that they didn't just coif out the reward when I gave them every amount of evidence I felt they needed. And oh my god, I have like 8,000 quests. Holy shit. They're like, oh my god, they're like every island ever. Okay, let's see. Well, there's one right there, so let's go here. So yeah, that's why we're watching Sea of Thieves today. Is that I have this lovely ship. I need to go, I think, southwest. I probably won't be using a lot of these pieces, like the fist cannons and the fist steering wheel. I'm not particularly keen on, but I love the sails because they have the logo. I love that. That's really cool, especially the colors. I love this little figurehead with the frogs on it. I kind of like this. Oh, this is so adorable. I love it. So, you know, I'll probably keep a good portion of these items on all the time. I don't play this game much, actually. And the reason for that is mostly because other players are douches, and they'll probably make their appearance on the stream right now. Because they seem like they always do whenever I'm trying to do something. They always seem to get in the way. So we'll see if that happens. I have like 8,000 quests to go on. Normally it's like maximum of 5. It filled the ring. That's how many? How many is that? 8. I have 8 quests. Normally I have like 5 at most. And I'm hoping that means this is only a one part. Where I get all these maps done, I'm done for the quest entirely. That's the hope. Because normally you might have like a 2 or 3 parter. So I'm hoping it's just gonna be the one set of maps and that's it. And I'll probably end up again losing my shit to attackers. Because, you know, just like in GTA, you're just not having fun unless you're ruining someone else's. Because that's how some people get off, and it's just, it's sick. It's really sick. But anywho, so yeah, we're doing Sea of Thieves today. I was gonna do Noida, but then I checked on my status update for this little problem I was having. And lo and behold, they fixed it. So I was like, "Oh, hey, cool. Let's hold them to their word, as it were." I was gonna go to my chest of stuff and then be like, "Yeah, never mind, chat. We're gonna go ahead and cancel the stream. Bye," and then yell at them on the support thing with another ticket response. But they realized that I did everything and there was literally nothing they could tell me to go do. So they're just like, alright, screw it, give them the stuff, and lo and behold, here we are. I'm kind of keeping my eyes out for enemy combatants. But, let's see. It's this one, right? Is this the one I'm on? Oh, shit. I forgot there's no actual... The map's on my... Fuck. The map's on my boat. Like real life, the map in the boat does not automatically magic itself to your, like, shoulder. I'm too used to playing Cyberpunk with its postage stamp mini-map that sucks. That's one of the things I hope they address in their updates. Oh yeah, see, I'm not at the right place. Yeah, that's not right. Fuck. Okay, well, we messed up. Let's see what else we got. No, that's not one. Problem is those maps aren't labeled. So I gotta just figure it out. No, I don't think that's it. Definitely not that one. Oh, yeah, see, that's one. For sure. Let's see, what other shapes do we have? Okay, I think I know where that one is. That one is... Man, these are really spread out. Shit, where is that one? It's like two cleavers. I think that's one. But I'm not sure. Where the frickin'... That's definitely one. The shit is this one with two hammers? If they want to fucking attack me right now, go for it. I got nothing. Sink my damn ship, I don't care. Let's see. Here it is, here it is. This is it right here. Oops. Okay, so that's... How many do I have marked? 3? Jesus, they are all over the place. I can probably undo this one because this one was wrong. Let's see, what else? They're very indistinct. There's one that's like a bunch of pebbles. What the frick one is that one? Shit, I hope I didn't pick stuff up that I can't do. Because I don't know where one of those is. Wait. Is it that one? Oh hey, Vorpal Tornado, cool. That's a thing that people can go do. That may draw attention away from me, hopefully. Let's see. No, that's not the one I was looking for. That is, however, one of the places I need to be. So, mark it down. Shit. Where is this one that looks like a bunch of pebbles? I would say it's gotta be here, but like, it doesn't actually gotta be here. Shit. I really don't know. I don't see anybody. But there's usually not music around unless somebody's playing it. And I don't see anybody around. One of the things I don't like to do in these player v player games is sit still for too long, and I feel like I've been doing it. But I really cannot find this Fruity Pebbles Island. I don't know what the hell it is. I don't know where it is. I've never seen it before. It's not familiar. Okay, well, let's see if we can identify some other ones. So we got the one on the left, top left, middle left, bottom right. I need the top one, the side right, the top right, middle, and the bottom left middle. So what is this? What is this thing? Where is this? I don't even know. Like I said, I don't think I've ever seen that before. I don't think there's anything that looks like that on the map. Unless, could they be talking about this one? No. That's not it. What about this one? No, that's not it either. What the frickin'... Okay, well, let's focus on another one. I realize it's probably the most boring thing ever, but I'm trying to figure out where the hell some of these are. Now see, that one is definitely something. Oops. It's probably not the one I'm looking at, but it might be this one. Yeah, that's definitely that one. Alright, so we've got 3, 4, 5 of them identified. But there's still 3 that I just don't... Oh, one of them's probably... Yeah, this is double. Okay, so there's one. That was the one I was just looking at a minute ago. I still don't know where this Fruity Pebbles one is, but let's check the other 2. This one. Just big rock. Big old rock, huh? That kind of looks like... It looks like that. I don't think that's it. Could it be that one? No. It seems like it's a small island. But I can't put my finger on where. Such tiny little shits. That's the problem, is they're tiny. A lot of these islands are super small. That's not it. That's not it. Nope. Hey, there it is. Alright. Okay, so there's 2 there. There's 1 there, so that's 6, or 3. And then we got the 3 down here. Oh, so that's 7. Okay, so there's only 1 missing. Yeah, there's only 1 missing. And it's the Fruity Pebbles one. Okay, well, let's go up there. Let's get those ones up in the north. Might as well head that direction. I see a ghost ship out there. No player ships, thankfully. Unless that's a really well camouflaged player ship. Let's pull up anchor. But yeah, this is a good game for teaching you how to sail a ship, I guess. Because you really actually have to do all of the things. The only thing you don't really have to mess with is rowing, and which would be a big portion of this because, you know, the wind's not always going to push the boat in a forward direction. And then you don't have to do any anchor stuff other than dropping it and raising it. But a normal seafarer would have to be worried about tides, they'd have to be worried about shallow spots, running aground, they'd have to worry about currents, all of that stuff. Quite a battle. I've actually kind of wanted, since I played this game, to like sail a real boat, just to see how capable I was. The fuck? Oh, it's a shark. Where's the shark? I know that sound anywhere. That's shark sounds. There's treasure over there, but... Oh, I see him. There he is. Shark, everyone. Take banana, fool. I've actually killed a shark with my pistol before. I had my friend Danny shooting it with the cannon a lot. So it's not like you're gonna take down a shark with the pistol by yourself, but I have landed the killing blow with pistol. Because it makes a sound that it dies, and then it like cartoonishly keels over in the water, and you see its corpse floating. But yeah, very, very comical to be shooting a shark with a pistol, especially a crappy flintlock. You'd be lucky to even hit the water with that stupid thing. Like Patches O'Houlihan once said, you couldn't hit water if you fell out of a boat. Such a good line. Shame that guy died. That wasn't really his best role, though. That's just the role I remember him from. I actually had to look him up because I was like, who? And then I'm like, oh, Patches O'Houlihan, man, that sucks. He was a good dude. I think he dies in that movie, too. I think he gets hit by a truck or something. I don't remember. I haven't seen that movie in forever. It's one of the few movies with, no, never mind. I'm thinking of Ben Stiller. Never mind. Ooh. Is this another shark? Yeah, that's another shark, of course. Alright, let's just keep to course here. No need to worry about no damn sharks. He's harmless. Most he can do is damage my ship a little bit, which I'll just fix right back up. No biggie. Oh, I'm going a little too far east. I need to go a bit more west. More towards that Vorpal tornado. Alright. Shark is taking the piss. As they say. Now we're going a bit too far west. That's probably good. Yep, that's better. Unfortunately, I now can't see my targets. Stupid shark. You can't get me, fool. You've not once managed to sink me. Give up. Oh shit, you know what? That Vorpal tornado might be where I'm trying to go. That would suck. It's the duck button. I forget what the duck button is in this game. Oh, maybe there's not a duck button. I seem to be going very west now. I need to be going more north. Ship drifts a lot. Alright, let's see. Yeah, that's better. But yeah, I've been playing Cyberpunk. It's pretty good. Despite what people have said about it, it is a good game. I'm not going to shit on it because I like it. And I feel like even though Cyberpunk's developers, CD Projekt Red, have done some questionable things for sure, they've made a good game, I'll say. I've never played any of the Witcher games, so I have absolutely nothing to compare of theirs against Cyberpunk. So I couldn't tell you how much better or worse it is to a Witcher game. People who have played The Witcher say that they like Cyberpunk, so there's that, I guess. But I think it's a good game. I enjoy it. I like it for what it is. And here's the thing about it. I did not get overhyped for Cyberpunk because I saw one trailer. One trailer. And you know what that trailer was? It was on the Steam store page. And yes, maybe that doesn't mean anything, but that was the only hype I had. It was what I'm getting at. I only saw that one video and I thought, man, that looks like a fun game. And you know what? It lived up to that pretty well. From what I saw in the video, I tempered my expectations and didn't get overly insanely overhyped like some people did. But that has more to do with my ignorance than it does with me being like savvy or cool. Cause like I didn't really even know about it at all until the hype for it started happening. Like I remember seeing it at E3 at some point, but I couldn't tell you what E3, like what year that was, or like what other games were announced at the same time as Cyberpunk. Although I seem to remember an announcement for a space game from Bethesda, similar to like Cyberpunk, I guess. I don't even know if that game is like has been talked about since they announced it, but I remember a space game from Bethesda, and I remember Halo was talked about a lot. Nintendo, obviously I'm pretty well versed with their content that they put out, because like I have a Switch. I'm gonna buy the Mario game that comes out in February. I'm looking for a Switch 2 or an improved format edition announcement this year, probably. That's what my friend Danny says, that they're probably going to announce a new console or some new hardware revision for the Switch this year. But, that's just speculation between me and him. It's not like anything confirmed, obviously. I'm not going to say, oh yeah, if you go here you'll find this document or, whatever. But, yeah, so I didn't really have much, I didn't have much expectation for Cyberpunk going in, other than just like, hey, this is going to be a cool, fun game. And it, like I said, it lived up to its expectations that I had for it. It has a fair amount of glitches, and some of them can be game breaking, but I have not encountered any game breaking bugs yet. In fact, I haven't encountered much in the way of bugs at all, if we're being perfectly serious. Oh god. Drop. Nice. This isn't really worth a whole lot, but I'm taking it anyway. As predicted, this is where the Vorpal tornado is, of course. Let's see. Yep, that's one. This is one of them. It's really foggy, so hopefully that'll help keep me from being spotted. What is that thing there? It's a skull, I think. Okay, so let's see what the map says. What do we got here? Jesus, they're everywhere. Okay. So it looks like there's one here. I think if I go in there, though, it starts the fight, and I don't really want to do that. Well, I'm not going to be able to finish this one, so I might as well just abandon it altogether and just go elsewhere. In fact, I'm not even sure I'm going to finish this entire thing, because I really didn't want to do a whole lot. To like straighten her out. Okay, so I wanted to go to the one next to this one, which is there. Okay, so we will scoot west to the little baby island. Pass on this one for now. I don't know if I'll come back and get it, honestly. I don't really, like I said, I don't know if I really need to finish this. I'm not sure what will happen if I do part of this thing and then don't finish the rest of it, but I'm not worried about it. Because I play this game to enjoy sailing a boat. And right now I'm sailing a boat. I'm a pirate that enjoys the simple life. Boy, this is really Pirates of the Caribbean-esque. Anyway, but yeah, Cyberpunk is pretty good. I like it. I enjoy it. I'm about it. The glitches I have experienced are very, very minor. And here's one disclaimer though. Here's one thing I will say. My PC is pretty decent, I would say. I have a 970 GTX NVIDIA card for the graphics card. My CPU is an AMD 870 something. I'm a little foggy on the CPU because I don't really keep track of the parts like my friend Danny does. So I don't honestly know a whole lot about what that one is, what the CPU is, but let's just say this. Let's say this. I can play Ark on a pretty... Like, I play Ark on high settings. And Ark is terribly, terribly unoptimized. So, if I have trouble playing Cyberpunk, it's graphically intensive. Or maybe it's CPU intensive, and my CPU just is not good enough. Either way, I struggle to play Cyberpunk at anything more than 24 to 26 frames. And you might say, wow, that's bad. And yeah, it's not great, but here's the deal. It is somewhat playable to me. Like, I don't know how I can play a game at 24 frames a second when, like, if I played Ark at 20 frames a second, I'd probably hate it. But I actually probably can. I think I probably am playing it at, like, sub 30 on the Switch. So, I think I can handle it. But, yeah, it doesn't run well on my machine. Let's say that. I'm not going to say it runs bad. Like I said, I'm pretty far in the game and I'm very much enjoying it. So if 24 frames a second was bad, I probably wouldn't have played more than like 2 hours of it. I would have probably gotten a refund and been like, yeah, please, CD Projekt Red, optimize. Because I can't play this. But I can play it. Now, I'm not going to say you can play it, audience member, But you know, it's certainly playable. You might need to upgrade your stuff if you haven't in a while. If your machine's not like the greatest thing since sliced bread, you might need to buy some stuff. But I don't think you need a really beefy machine to play the game. I'm playing it on medium. And the sad part is that when I turned it down to low, it didn't make a bit of difference for the frame rate. So I'm not entirely sure if it's, like I said, it might be the CPU is at fault. I don't know if it's like I didn't have enough RAM, perhaps. Even though it shouldn't be that way because I have 16 gigs, which is, I think, still a decent amount. Oh, jeez. The simplistic and terrible combat of this game. Which is somehow worse than Cyberpunk. Even though Cyberpunk isn't bad, actually. Combat's one of the better parts of Cyberpunk, in my opinion. I like it. It's just simple enough to be approachable, but not overly complicated. That's my boat, right? Okay. That's not my boat. That's not my boat. Oh. That's a pirate boat. Or a ghost boat. What I meant to say. Ghost pirate. Okay, that's fine. I was like, players rolling up on me already, huh? Kinda had me shitting my pants a little bit. Okay, let's see. This one? Okay, so south, which is this way. There we are. Oh gosh. Okay. Oh, these guys are like not even. Now, when there's ghost pirate boats, there's sometimes players, but I don't see anybody, so my situational awareness is really bad though, so hopefully nobody shows up. But anyway, Cyberpunk. So the problems I have with Cyberpunk are pretty easy stuff, pretty simple stuff. And a lot of what some of the things I think they need to change are things that a lot of people think they need to change. Like the not being able to change your appearance at any point in the game other than the very beginning. That's something of a problem that they should probably consider fixing. The character customization is not amazing in the game. It's okay. I've seen better though. So, for as unique as you can make your character, there's actually not really that many options. Let's see. Complete east by the little... This should be relatively simple. That's that, right? So there's a little baby penis rock, and that's probably this right here. Okay. And of course, the skeletons. Wish I had a grenade in this game. So yeah, the combat is pretty good. The one thing I don't like about the combat is that they're bullet sponges, and that's again a pretty common thing that most people say, is that the enemies take a long time to kill. Even just like the random, like, it's just any enemy in the game is like overly powerful, and that's not necessarily a bad thing per se if you like challenge. Are there trees? There are not trees. So opposite side of where I got the other one, and kind of like here, kind of like right here. There it is. Wow, they're all these. Damn. And I noticed they didn't give me any skellies this time. Alright, cool. We got some good haul. I know that's like nothing compared to like what... I'm sure there's some players that have like over 100 chests in one haul. But since I'm a soloer, it's like, if I tried to get 100 chests, I'd get attacked by players or like blown up by a ghost ship before I could get back, for sure. Did I really beach this thing? There we go. God damn it, get in there. Okay. But yeah, so the enemies are bullet sponges, which is why I recommend setting the difficulty low, because I'm guessing that the only change that changing the difficulty does is give enemies more health, which is just going to make the game so much more annoying. I was considering setting the difficulty at the lowest level to reduce the bullet sponginess, but I decided to just keep it at normal, and I'm not entirely sure my decision was a good one. At this point, I am getting better weapons, and I am able to kill enemies pretty quickly, but not with guns. With melee. Melee is the best, strongest thing in the game. Even without speccing for melee, melee is ridiculously, insanely overpowered. Very, very, very heavy damage for melee. So if you want to kill stuff with swords in Cyberpunk, that's gonna be your bread and butter. If you're wanting to shoot stuff, you might want to consider putting the difficulty extremely low. Unless you, again, value a challenge, which you will definitely get. I have died and screamed at my TV at least 3 or 4 times playing the game. It is very hard at points. Mostly because of the bullet sponge and the fact that when you get hit, oh my god, they do so much freaking damage to you. It's very annoying. It's very, very annoying how much damage they do to you. Now, Here's another problem. The clothing provides you with armor, but here's the catch. Each piece of clothing has its own armor set, its own armor number, and it could be anything. It's totally random. So you could find a brassiere, a bra, a fucking covers woman's breasts only clothing item that protects you with 80 damage or 80 defense and have a bulletproof combat, bulletproof vest that only does 4 defense. It's the most stupid thing, and one of my biggest pet peeves is that. What's this? Oh my freaking! You gotta be kidding me! Is this endless? I hope it's not endless. Okay, so we can undo that. Looks like my next area is gonna be south. Once I get the ones over there, which I am not doing. So I guess I'm going south. Okay, I'm not gonna do a whole lot more of this because I don't really like sailing forever. But we'll do a few more. But yeah, so the armor of the clothing is totally random, so you could be looking like a total idiot with stupid looking clothes and be defensed. Or you can look really cool but have 0 defense and then die in 2 seconds because enemies only need to shoot you twice and then you're dead. I am a stealth game player, so what do I think of the stealth? I mean, and that's not someone asking me in the chat. I don't have an audience because this is recorded, obviously. But if anyone wanted to know what the stealth is like, it's okay. It's not bad. You can go up behind people and choke them out or kill them by snapping their necks. You can drag them 20 or 30 feet before they, in fact, do break loose and fight you. Because I'm used to games where you can just hold them forever, and they will literally, you could go take a shit and come back and they'd still be in your arms. But this game, they will break free. They will not stay in your arms forever. I think Vinny assumes that, and he's gonna find out the hard way that that's not the case in one of his future streams, maybe. But yeah, I've been watching Vinny play. He's on part 6. He's liking it, and he's having some fun. He's not taking it as seriously as I am. I am doing as good of a job as I can with all the quests I do, except for the ones I failed, but I didn't know you could fail quests by not doing them. So I have 2 failed quests, and I'm kind of sad about that, but I think I have a player ship over there. That's not good. But yeah, so the stealth is okay. It's not terrible. It's not great either because the enemies will. I mean, the thing about the stealth is that the stealth is very doable. It's just that there's one of the things that sucks about the stealth is that there's just so many dudes that if you try to take any of them down, your chances of getting spotted are crazy high. So, odds are you're gonna mess up at some point. And then once stealth is failed, you cannot regain it. you don't get to like go hide somewhere and then like come back for another chance at them. Like once stealth is broken, it's like pretty much game over and you have to shoot them. Now, if you go really, really, really far away, like we're talking like 2 or 3 blocks down the street in this city or more, they might exit out of red and go into yellow, which is like that they are suspicious of something but they don't know exactly where to shoot you. If they're red, there's no amount of hiding, there's no amount of like ducking behind cover and kind of scooting to the side, maybe they won't shoot you directly. No. If they're red, they know where you are and they're going to kill you. If they can. If they have the capability to come fuck with you, they will shoot you. So, the stealth is okay, but I've seen better. In fact, Deus Ex is like, I want to say Deus Ex is like a pseudo stealth game that they added action gameplay to. Because somehow the shooting in Cyberpunk is actually better than Deus Ex. As far as like how the guns handle. As far as damage, oh yeah, absolutely you're going to do more damage in Deus Ex. If you shoot a man with a suppressed pistol in Deus Ex, you're going to kill the dude. If you shoot a dude with a suppressed pistol in Cyberpunk, you're probably going to have to shoot him about 7,000 more times because he's probably not going to be dead yet. And that's again goes back to the overly high damage threshold of enemies in Cyberpunk. They're very, very, very powerfully sturdy. Now you might say, well, they're metal, but like, you know, if they're metal and they take forever to kill, why did they not make better guns? But you know, that's whatever. It's a design choice. If they wanted the enemies to be able to get killed super fast and have you mow through them, they would have done that. They instead chose to make the enemies pretty sturdy and tough, and they want you to use their RPG system and the numbers game to build yourself up and make yourself more powerful through the RPG stuff. And that's, you know, a lot of games don't do that, so kudos to them for sticking to their guns and making the RPG aspect really a centerpiece of the game. Which, it's, the guns are, like every time you kill an enemy they drop a gun, always, unless you're fighting a guy with a sword or a cleaver, in which case they drop those. You can very quickly find yourself over encumbered with guns in like the same fashion as Borderlands or an Oblivion or Skyrim situation where you just have all this fucking loot and you gotta go sell it somewhere. Thankfully, unlike Skyrim and well, I guess Borderlands has a similar feature in the vending machines, but there are selling machines marked on the map all over the place that you can get rid of anything, and anyone that sells you anyone that sells you stuff in the game, clothing, guns, swords, etc., will take anything that you have to sell. So that's nice. Let's see, what else? What else do I want to cover? I don't know what game-breaking bugs there are in Cyberpunk. I'm not really aware of any off the top of my head. that I've even remotely seen. I don't think I've ever had any problem with having to reload a quest to fix it, but I've encountered some bugs where I definitely needed to reload the game to fix the bug. Like, there's a couple of UI things that are weird, like if you have a gun description on your screen, sometimes it doesn't go away, and you have to like get out a different gun and look at it, or save and load. And I did have a car stuck in the ground at one point that I was looking at to buy, because unlike it's like GTA where you can steal whatever car you want and drive it, but if you want to recall it with the game's summoning feature, you have to actually buy the car, which is, disappointing. But it is what it is. But yeah, there's not that many cars in the game. Not nearly as many as GTA, for sure. Although GTA's had 8 years to make their collection. But I would say that compared to GTA at launch in 2013, they still have, like, I feel like Cyberpunk has maybe 30 cars, maybe it's a bit higher than that. I'm not entirely certain, but there's not that many, and there's quite a few that are the same car with a different customization applied to it. That is the case for at least 2 or 3 different vehicles, where there's like 3 of them, but there's an off-road variant, there's a standard shitty civilian variant, there's like another different variant. Like, that's the case for a couple cars, and that makes it so that there's just less cars overall. So that's a tad disappointing. I was a little miffed that there weren't more cars in the game. And the driving is bad. It's not good, it's not terrible, but it's just kind of bad. And it mostly isn't even an acceleration or even really much of a turning problem, in that it's like, it's hard to explain. But I feel like the problem is centered around the car's momentum and how it stops. Because the car's brakes, all of them, are shit. Now you might say, well, that's just cars in general. They just take forever to stop in general, but these cars have some really, really fucking terrible brakes. So, don't go too fast in Night City, because you will not be stopping very quickly unless you hit a wall. Which I imagine you will do very frequently. Because even with a controller, which is, I feel like, the best way to play a game with a car in it, it still sucks. It's still bad. So, if they could tune the momentum physics of cars a little bit, that would be appreciated. That being said, some of those cars look fucking fantastic. Like, there's one that's like a Mustang, Cyber Mustang. That car looks pretty sweet. There is a hypercar or supercar that I'm trying to get, that I literally tried to get at the end of my play session yesterday, that I just didn't have time to do. It was like 12:30, I had to go to bed. I'm like, well, I'll get it tomorrow. So, the cars are cool. I have the Akira bike. The Akira bike is awesome. It's my favorite vehicle in the game by a lot. There's some interesting guns. They're not going to be like shoots penises, although I imagine there probably might be a penis shooting gun at some point. But they're interesting. They do some pretty wild things, some of them. Like, I have a shotgun and a sniper rifle that go through walls. And yeah, I'm talking like you can literally aim at a building and hit someone on the other side of the building. It's kind of nuts. That sniper rifle is overpowered as shit because, again, shoot through walls. That being said, I don't really like the shotgun variant of that as much. It's just not as satisfying. I don't know. It's hard to, again, it's kind of hard to explain, but there are guns that they're not like you can just point it in the sky and it'll hit your target, but it's got like a giant targeting square, and as long as that square is over the general area where your target is, the bullets will find the target, which is kind of neat. It's not quite as exciting as it sounds, that one, but it's still pretty cool. There are guns that, like I have a pistol that fires, it's a charge shot, but it fires regular bullets. And if you charge it, it shoots a lot of bullets at once. If you don't charge it, it only shoots a couple. So that's interesting. The pistols are probably my favorite gun type, just because they feel so good to shoot. So yeah, the pistols are my favorite gun type. The assault rifles are pretty good. I have a pretty decently good assault rifle that I use a lot. The shotguns are pretty satisfying. The go through walls one is neat, and I actually did have a smart shotgun. And by smart, I mean it's one of those guns where you point it at the enemy, and the bullets find their target, but like it sucks. The smart shotgun was by far the worst smart weapon, so I hope they fix that one up to make it a little better, because it was just not good. I was like, nah, we're not using this. Let's see, I have some power shotguns. Supposedly you can ricochet the bullets, I guess. I've never ever seen that done by anyone that I've watched play the game, nor have I done it myself. So, honestly not really sure how the power ricochet stuff works. Obviously not very intuitively, otherwise I would be using it quite a bit. The charged weapons that do there's like I don't know, they have a variety of different pistols. They have a variety of different shotguns, variety of different assault rifles and submachine guns. Some of them do elemental damage, but it's not gonna cartoonishly set the enemy on fire or do anything that would indicate that it's doing elemental damage, which is kind of sad. I know you can set enemies on fire. In fact, I have what's called a quick hack, where you target an enemy and then apply this hacking thing and it sets them on fire. So I do that a lot because it's one of the few things you can do to them that doesn't cause them to immediately alert to your presence. So I find myself quick hacking for stealth a lot, instead of using suppressed guns, which don't work at all, because again, the enemies instantly alert the second you shoot them, so you really have to get a kill shot or you fail stealth. So I do the quick hacking for stealth more than I do anything else. The hacking is okay. It's not, again, bad. I've seen it done better, amazingly. I would say the system in general, like being able to hack as many things as you can and be able to transfer the hacks to other stuff, that I've never seen before. That's intuitive. That's very, impressive. The ability to spread the hack to other enemies. That's neat. That's unique. However, the hacking elements themselves are not as impressive. I feel like you could do better stuff in Dishonored. You could take over bodies and, be a ghost and walk through walls, and, you could do, Deus Ex, you could hack into turrets and control them, which, I'm like, how do you control turrets in Cyberpunk? I guess you can't. That's one of the most disappointing pieces of the hacking, is that you can't hack to control the turrets. I feel like that's a mistake. Which island was this? Shit. It's a small one. God damn it, my boat's so fucking far. Okay, let's see. It's either that one or this one. I think it's this one. No. There's no palm trees on this one. But yet... Let's see. Is it this one maybe? It's probably this one actually. There was one here. Yep. Damn it. What was I saying? So, I was disappointed that the hacking does not include a way to control the turrets that I've found yet. Now, that might be a thing you can do eventually, when you unlock the appropriate RPG skill tree item. I feel like I've seen, because it doesn't hide any of the perks. You can read their descriptions fully at any level. You can see everything. So it's not like they're hiding, and you gotta unlock it to know what it is. You can see every skill tree item in the game right now. So I feel like I didn't see anything related to the I feel like I didn't see anything related to hacking turrets and controlling them, but I could have missed it. And I'll double check it when I'm back in. Because I want to do that. I want to take control of turrets and use them on my enemies. That was one of my favorite things to do in Deus Ex, and pretty much any video game that lets you do that. But yeah, so the hacking is okay. You can pretty freely look, like when you hack into a camera. One of my favorite hacking things is to hack the cameras, because then you can literally look around at every camera in the area and like target all the enemies, so that you've got them identified for fighting and sneaking. So being able to scope out stuff with the camera by hacking the camera is something if you're playing Cyberpunk, hack the cameras and use them, because then you can scope out the entire area freely, and like there's no, as long as they don't find where you're crouched down when you hack the camera, because they do move and they can change what they're looking at. So you gotta be you gotta be on your toes a little bit. But yeah, hacking the cameras is very helpful. Shit. Nice. But yeah, hacking the cameras is helpful for scoping out the area. Definitely mark all of the dudes, so that if they move around, you know where they are still. Because if you mark a dude, he will stay, like that person will be marked forever. They do not unmark anytime. Now, my friend Tony said invest in the ping ability very early and like max it out or whatever. And it's like, yeah, the ping is okay because you hack one guy and then it shows you where everybody is for a bit, but it lasts like a couple of seconds. It doesn't stay. If you mark a target, however, the mark will stay on that target until you kill them or remove the mark. So, I would say better to mark all the enemies first, and then deal with them then. Because once they're marked, then you know where they're all at. Now, granted, you might not, you might say, well, I don't need to mark them because I can see them, and that's true. But one of the other things I've noticed a lot about the combat in the game is that enemies will take cover a lot. I feel like they really wanted the combat in the game to be very Gears of War-esque, despite it being first person and Gears is third. So I'm not really sure what exactly they were going for with the combat in this game, but enemies will take cover a lot, and then you'll just end up in a sit there and shoot at them until they die firefight. And I was kind of hoping for more of a Borderlands where you kind of like run and gun and can like do AoE shit and other weird stuff, but it's it's whatever. It's fine. I like the stoic Call of Duty military realistic-y shooters too on occasion, and this satisfies both that and like the customization, because holy crapoly, if you like to play dress up or customize, Cyberpunk has got you covered. And I think this is going to be the last island I do before jumping off, because I actually kind of have to go potty, so I might end the stream a little early. fact, I might have to let my ship sit idle and go potty sooner rather than later, because kind of feeling like I gotta do it. Oh shit. Yeah, I don't think I can wait. I'm gonna go park by this big old rock over here, and I'm gonna hit the bathroom up, and then I'll discuss more Cyberpunk when I come back. But yeah, I gotta take care of this. I have found in my adult life that if you do not go potty in this manner when you have to go, you might find it hard to go later. It's one of the things I never really learned as a child is I never learned discipline of going to the bathroom. So I kind of ignored going to the bathroom a lot, and let's just say it has unintended consequences. Listen to your body. If you gotta go potty, go do it. Don't wait. Whatever it is you're doing, not important. Go to the bathroom. So, I will be right back, y'all. I'm gonna go hide down in my ship in case attackers come. Alright, I'll be right back. Okay, I'll come back. Hopefully I'm not getting looted. Okay, so I'm back. Good. I still have all my loot. Just want to take a quick peek, see if there's any ships around. I don't see anybody. It's good. All right, I am gonna like stop though, because I don't know. I want to stop because I really only wanted to sail around, get a few treasure chests, and kind of stop. I didn't really intend to spend forever playing. I did want to celebrate getting the Fighting Frogs ship set by having a good time with my new items that I had to poke support for to get. I'll get my pet Bloopy out. Come here, buddy. There you are. Cool. Let's see. Where am I? I need to go north. Kind of heading the right way already. Need to like straighten her out though. And we can lower this all the way. And it's heading that way. I swear there's a way to duck in this game. Maybe not. But yeah, so I remember I was saying before I went to the bathroom is that customization for your character is very, like, it's limited at the beginning with your like face and body parts, other than the genitals, which it has at least 2 different penises, 2 different sizes for the penises, pubic hair options. Like, there's more customization for your balls than there is for your face. And I'm being facetious a little bit in that there are more options for your face than your balls. But like, I expected to like be able to get chrome hands or like a metal dick or like some laser eyes. It's more stuff I expected there to be than what there is. You can make your pupils weird. You can put like heart eyes, motherfucker, or like skull eyes, or like some other interesting stuff. But like, since you can't change it mid-game, you better like it a lot, because you're gonna see it all the time. And any photo you take in photo mode, any cutscene, it's just gonna be, that's the way your character looks the whole game. That's, I think, the biggest problem I have with it, honestly, is that you can't really get crazy with customization because, you gotta, you're stuck with it. And that's exclusively to your body. Your clothes, you're free to do whatever you want with. Unfortunately, you can't change clothes, like the colors of them. You can't like alter the clothes in appearance. You can, there's some clothes that have a clothing mod slot that you can put like a damage boost or whatever in there, but like, you can't change the colors or styles of any clothing. So that's unfortunate. But there's so many different clothing options, it's kind of insane. Like, there's a lot of clothes in the game. A lot. So if you want clothes, if you want to customize your outfit, you will have a blast. There's a lot of clothes. A whole lot. So that part of the game does not disappoint at all. That's, yeah, there's a lot of that. Guns are actually similar in that there are color variants, and some, like, maybe there's different grips or like pieces and parts, but like there's definitely variation in the guns too. Like, it's not as prevalent as the clothes, but there's definitely, I've seen this Copperhead assault rifle in at least a couple of different color schemes. So there's definitely some customization there too. But again, like the clothing, you're not going to change it when you pick it up. It's what you get, what you see is what you get. You don't like it, too bad. So, again, you better enjoy what you have. That being said, the guns are more customizable than you would think. Like, you can put suppressors on them, you can put different scopes on them, you can modify their stats with mods, you can craft better variants of the same gun. Like, why is my boat moving around so much? But yeah, there's quite a bit of customization for guns, and for the outfits of your dude. The photo mode is really fun. I don't think it covered that much at all yet, but photo mode is a lot of fun. If you like to take photos, Cyberpunk again will be a really fun time for you, because there's a lot of poses, stickers, camera, like literal actual camera aperture settings and stuff. Like, if you judge a game based on how much like a camera, like aperture, like all those specific camera settings the game has, I think Cyberpunk is up there. It's got a bunch of stuff. One thing that is a little limited about the photo mode is you can only change your character poses, and you can change his or her expression to like 8 expressions in his like face, but you can't really like move their arms around, or like there's no custom movement tools in anything other than placement and rotation. Like, I didn't even know you could position the character, or like push him forward or backward or rotate him. I didn't even know you could do that stuff. I wasn't paying attention. But like, photo mode is the bee's knees. One of my other favorite parts of the game, besides the shooting and the cutting with swords. The swords are a lot of fun. Melee combat is probably my favorite part of combat, other than the pistols. Pistols are just fun because like they've got a really good meaty shoot to them. Again, I can't really explain it, but like it just feels good to shoot them. And it feels good to shoot everything in Cyberpunk. It's just the pistols really get my jimmies rustled. Like, I really like the pistols a lot. Even though they do so little damage, they're still really fun to shoot. I'm gonna do that one later. Let's see. I'm trying to think if there's anything else I missed. The quests are a little confusing, because as soon as you get to a certain point in the game, they just start overwhelming you with calls and shit. And that's, like I said, I fucking failed 2 quests because I just didn't know that they had time limits. And like, the game will often give you a new quest and then just like start leading you to it at random instead of the one that you were on. So unless you remember the quest line that you were actually on previously, you're just kind of screwed and you have to go look for it again. So that's annoying. I hope they tweak that a little bit to make that a little bit less weird. They've got two categories. That one is gigs and the other one is like side jobs. And in my definition of gig and side job, those are kind of the same thing. So there's some weirdness. I don't think I'm going to be able to make use of that. Just leave it for somebody else. I'm trying to think what else about the game. I'm thinking back to the Kotaku or one of the reviews where they were highlighting all the cons. One of the cons was that a lot of the characters are very they show up for about 2 seconds and then you kind of like never see them again, or they don't really introduce themselves and you just kind of don't really care about them much. It's like very shallow socially, the game is. So like even some characters that you're supposed to be like really, really close to, I'm not going to spoil anything, but like most of the interactions with other characters are very fleeting and you don't really like bond with them very deeply. Which, I mean, it's the city. I guess maybe they're trying to give you the feel of the city. You just kind of like see people for a minute and then they're gone, kind of thing. But I don't know. It just feels weird because like the character animations are very, very rich and deep and detailed. Like the mouth movements and the eye, like the body language. Every character animation of every part of the game is very, very well done. Very, very believable. Very, very good. Like, I will fully commend the team that worked on Cyberpunk. That it's just a good game. It's just a very good game. It's got its flaws, but it's got some things that are also really cool. The cyberpunk aspect of it, the like Blade Runner-esque feel to it, is to me perfectly like good. Like I don't have any complaints there. Graphics are great. Gameplay is pretty solid. There are bugs, but they don't really interfere with the game in any immensely terrible fashion. The people spewing hate and death threats, I just like, what the hell? What is your problem? The game is, for all intents and purposes, a slightly underpolished AAA game, in my opinion. That's my opinion. Anyone thinks otherwise, that's fine. But I think it's a AAA game that had some problems, and they really should not have maybe released the ones for the Xbox One and the PlayStation 4, because those versions are apparently terrible. Don't have either of those consoles to disprove that, so for all I know, maybe they are. But I have a mid-range PC, and my game, it plays the game reasonably well. It doesn't play it perfectly, obviously. It could do better, but you know. It's a pretty good game, and I recommend that if you think about, you're on the fence about Cyberpunk, just buy it. Just buy it. Just play it. It's worth your time. If you feel differently about it after I recommended it, and you're like, Ryan, I hate you, that's fine. I can take it. I don't really think that many people watch my streams anyway, so it's no biggie. But I think I didn't put the flag up, did I? Let's see what the flag looks like at the top, just for shits. Hardly gonna matter since I'm leaving, but oh yeah, excellent. I wanna get a screenshot of this mug. Break my legs a little bit, you know. Alright. I'm gonna go left. Come on. It's kind of hard to row these little boats. Alright, let's see. Oh yeah, see, now if I had my sail out, that would be perfect. Let's get that sail out. And I'll take a screen grab. Let's see, where is this guy? Let's see, I gotta turn it the other way. And presto. Alright, cool. But yeah, it's good. It's certainly not a train wreck, as everyone was saying initially. Unless, of course, like I said, you're playing on console, it might be terrible. For those folks, I feel ya. If it's not often you see a game released in such a state like that. And that's kind of inexcusably bad, and I feel like Cyberpunk should definitely focus on either making that version of the game playable or like take it down, you know, give those people their money back and be like, please just buy it on a newer console. But if you've got a better machine, definitely a good game to play, definitely recommended. Very fun. Especially the story is like not the best story I've ever seen in my life, but it's definitely better than some stories I've played in video games as of late. So kudos to Cyberpunk for a pretty cool game. Those are my thoughts while I played Sea of Thieves with my silly ship set. Thank you for watching, and I hope you guys have a good one. Bye.